What is going on, people? It is your boy Albie out here again, and as you know, I'm on a journey to explore the world one animal at a time. So I thought I'd come check out this awesome pet store called GX3 Reptiles and Exotic Pets so we can pull out some cool animals, have a good time. Let's do it. All right, so now the fun part begins. I'm hanging out with Grant, the owner of GX3, and we're gonna be pulling out some animals and having a good time with it. So the first one we have out here is a Spencer's monitor. Grant, you wanna tell us a little bit about this guy?
Sure, this is a Spencer's monitor. It's pretty uncommon in the US. What's really cool about these guys is they're pretty hesitant to bite, as you can see. She's a little bit nervous. She's never been on camera. Actually, she has been on camera for us a lot. These guys are diggers. Thus why I'm wearing the leather glove. These claws are very, very powerful. Just let her grip your hand.
Oh yeah.
You feel that grip, that strength she has in these legs, these thick little sausage legs.
Oh yes.
And these things are like razor blades. So they use those to dig through really, really hard soils in the areas that they live in Australia. In her enclosure, it's pretty basic. She actually, if you look in there, she has a really basic water tub, and then this is a pretty small enclosure for her. It's about 7 feet long. And then in her nesting area, even though she's not with a male right now, her nesting area has a lot of sand and then peat soil because she wants to dig it. And having a lot of sand in there really helps with the drainage, and you get a really good consistency so that they feel comfortable laying the eggs in there. They need to have a moist area that's in the low 80s, in my opinion, to get them to properly nest.
Let's check something else out. We good with that?
We're good.
All right, cool.
All right, you're off the hook. So this is Albie. Albie's a 2-year-old albino tegu. She's very dirty right now. She likes to stay under the soil quite a bit, so she's always kind of digging. She's been doing really well. She's a blue tegu, so they don't seem to get as large as the black and whites and the reds or the Chacoans. Other than that, they're very, very similar. These guys, they actually will brumate from basically October till February is when mine go down and wake up. And during that brumation cycle, it's a very heavy brumation as far as it's almost a hibernation because they rarely get up. If they do, they'll get up, drink some water, and then they go right back. Okay. They can handle the cooler temperatures. That's why they do so well in Florida, and that's why they've actually become an invasive species over there. Gotcha. These guys, I feed a lot of actually high-end grain-free dog food. I also feed them chopped vegetables, some fruit, and occasionally whole prey items like a frozen thawed-out rat.
Cool, cool. And where are they from originally?
These guys are from the Argentina area. These are the Argentine tegus. Okay. This is what people often refer in the country surrounding there. There's also a lot of the Argentine black and white tegus that have been breeding outdoors in Florida, and they're an invasive species. And so a lot of times there's wild-caught tegus that are actually from Florida that end up being for sale. I see. Okay. Okay. So they take them from the environment and turn them into the pet trade. Which is good for an invasive species. You know, we're pulling it out of the environment, putting it into somebody's hands. They can keep it as a pet as long as they can keep it properly. Exactly. Good for the environment and good for the pet owner, right? That's right. So our next buddy out here is this beautiful, beautiful blood python. Let's talk about this one. So this is what's called an ivory morph, which is a combination of the matrix genes to make what they refer to as a super form. The ivory is basically, it's got this nice cream yellows and the brown down the back. This is a big breeder girl that produces every year for me. And what do you feed her? Just rats. I feed large rats. I don't feed any jumbos or anything, just regular large rats. When they're growing and they're about ready to ovulate, I'll feed them more often, about every week, week and a half. But during their kind of off season, I only feed them about every 2 to 3 weeks is all. It's good to keep them nice and lean. You can see here she has good body mass, not overly fat, and just good enough to produce more babies and do really well. She's got some good strength. I can feel that muscle tightening around my hand here. Look at that. You want, let me grab some babies. I'll show you some babies. Let's do it. All right. Now look at these little cuties. Now I can't believe how tiny they are and how big they can grow. So these guys are all clutch mates, actually. So this is what's called a T-positive albino batik. So you can see this is a big one. This one's been slamming some food. This one's a pretty good eater. And this one's pretty good size too. This is what's called a pixel. So this is the combination of a golden eye and a batik gene. Really, really cool looking snake though. You can see that kind of almost leopard pattern down the side. Yeah. Really, really cool. And then what you're holding there is a very small baby that hatched out that is doing very well. It's one of my holdbacks, actually. It's a T-positive albino pixel. This guy does not like you.
Why don't you like me, man? I'm your friend. This one does, though. You like me, right?
No one likes everybody.
Now, this guy looks like a little Godzilla, and this is the Philippine sailfin lizard. So let's talk a little bit about these guys, too.
So this is my breeder male. You can see down here he's shedding out all the blues. He's basically solid blue. His color is amazing, and it's gotten more amazing as he gets older. He's an old man now, but he's been doing very, very well. But yeah, he's got beautiful, beautiful blue colorations that comes through all over, especially on the chest and neck area. And he's a good breeder, good lizard. And actually, I got this guy from somebody that could no longer take care of him. He was in pretty rough shape when I got him. He was already an adult. This is back in 2012, I believe. And after a couple years of working with him and the girls that I got, they're very healthy now. They eat well, they do well, they breed well. And I actually have some of their babies I can show you guys here. But yeah, he's done very, very well.
He looks strong. He looks like he's been putting up some weights there.
Yeah. So this side, he has a calcified growth here, which is that's something that he had just from, I don't know if it's MBD from when he was younger, not having the correct lighting, but it's something that he's always had since I had him. He's missing a few digits and stuff, but he's a little bit sassy right now. But he's a beautiful lizard, and I've been very fortunate to be able to work with him.
So the key to getting muscles like that is calcium, then.
Calcium,
is that what I heard correctly?
Yeah.
Don't listen to that. That's bad advice.
So this is one of the females that I've been holding back. You can see brilliant yellows.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
There's a little bit of pale blue under the chin, just a little bit. The females don't develop that nearly as much as the males, but the colors are just beautiful.
Oh.
Definitely a beautiful lizard. People typically think of the males when they think of Philippine sailfins with the big fins and all the purples and everything, but the females are a beautiful lizard in their own right. This girl here is about 11, 12 months old, so right at a yearling. And you can see that's a good sized lizard for 1 year old. That's how they should grow. If you care for them properly, they grow very, very quickly. So here's the male, my holdback male. You can see he's not really fired up right now, but he's got some of the purples and blues coming in under the chin and on his lips. Starting to get a little bit on his legs. Yeah, gonna be a really pretty guy like his dad.
All right, so we have had an awesome day at GX3 Reptiles. Thank you so much, Grant, for having us here.
No problem.
We are going to get out of here and let these guys have a break. But before we do that, make sure to subscribe to my channel, like my videos, share it with everybody, and don't forget to turn on that notification bell as well.
Turn it on.
Turn it on. Ding, ding, dong. Thank you guys so much. Have a good day.